March 2023, a group of researchers formed the Truth Mafia, a collective determined to investigate conspiracies and occult mysteries that have been buried for centuries. With a passion for uncovering the truth, they delve into the darkest corners of history, pop culture, and ancient mysteries, seeking answers to questions that have plagued humanity for ages. The Truth Mafia is led by Tommy Truthful, a man shrouded in mystery and intrigue, dedicated to uncovering the hidden truths behind some of the world's most perplexing and enigmatic phenomena. Their research has led them down countless rabbit holes, from deciphering ancient symbols to exploring the hidden meanings behind popular media and literature. Despite the risks and challenges they face, the Truth Mafia remains steadfast in their quest for knowledge. Will their investigations lead to groundbreaking revelations, or will they unravel an even deeper web of secrets and lies? Only time will tell in this ongoing saga of conspiracy and intrigue.
Welcome to another episode of Truth Mafia Podcast. This is a solo edition with just your boy, Tommy Truthful, January 16th of 2025. And I try to go live at exactly 6:16 p.m. because, you know, that number's tied to ritual sacrifice, but it's 6:22 p.m. So they slowed my thing down. Now, disclaimer before we get going. I have to do this, guys, so I don't get in trouble and get my video taken down. Disclaimer. We are not saying that these fires were started by directed energy weapons, DEWs, plasma weapons. We are not saying that they used smart meters to burn down the houses. All we are going to do is show evidence and let the people make up their own mind. If we're still allowed to do that in America. Hopefully we are. So smash that like button and let's get going. Your boy Tommy's getting sued right now. I'll show you guys that in a little bit. I'll show you who's suing me, why they're suing me. They told me to take down the pictures of Joe Biden and Kanye West and his mother, and they are suing me. So it's quite comical though, their whole thing. I am not listening to nothing they tell me. You know, I told them sue me and get it like Tyson got the belt. Now, before we get going, this is called fair use and is allowed for purpose of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 USC 107. All right. So today we have many things to talk about. Mostly we're going to stick to this fire. Now, this image I used as a thumbnail, guys. You like how I threw that 223 on the smart meter? For all my decoders, you know why. That's the number of what? HARP. And HARP was patented on 8/11, the 223rd day of the year, right? So some people are saying it was smart meters. Other people are saying it was DEWs. Now, the picture on the left there was created with AI. That picture went crazy viral on the left of that yellow line with the blue house. I added the lightning to it, but they generated it with AI, and it got millions of shares all over social media. There was actually two of them. I'll show you both of them and expose them. But they were doing that so then they could come out and say, look, these images were created with AI, and try to discredit that whole scenario. Like, you know, that they don't use directed energy weapons on certain people, and that they can't use your smart meter to bring down your house. Now, I'm going to show you a couple videos we're going to get into here. So I'm going to show you one. I'm going to let it go all the way through, and then I'm going to point out everything to you and decode it after. And did you guys know? So 9/11 this year, 2024 had already passed. It was the 23rd anniversary of 9/11 since 2001. And if you add that date up, it's a date with 23 numerology. Everything tied to 9/11 was the number 23. Building 10 went down 23 minutes after they announced it was still standing on BBC. Remember that? They said it was they said it already fell and it was still standing in that video. And then 23 minutes later, it really collapsed. So from 9/11 of 2024 until January 7th of 2025, when all these fires started, guess how long that was, guys? 3 months and 3 days. The infamous 33, which was, I mean, you can't even make this up. You can't even make this up. And then there were so many historical events that took place on January 7th, which we'll cover in a minute. I mean, I never knew there was that many things in the world that happened on that day. So it makes sense why they picked that day once I researched it. So let's get into it, guys. Let me share my screen with you, pull up this video, and we will rock and roll. Oops, I need to move this. Make sure our audio is good. Audio check, audio check. Can everybody hear me good? You guys all hear me good? What's up, everybody? I see y'all in here. Oh, yeah, it's my your boy Tommy's getting old, turning 42. Shout out to everybody for all the happy birthdays. And, a few of my people have my address because they sent me care packages. A few of my followers that own dispensaries out in California and Michigan, so they sent me crazy gift packages. Thank y'all. I'm definitely on about 600 milligrams of edibles right now, so we're gonna get it. But I appreciate all y'all. Thank you for the good audio, Kim, and I love you too, Lori. Love all y'all. So thank you, guys. Thank you for all the happy birthdays. I appreciate it. Now let me share my screen with you. And the audio, here we go. Just bear with me for a second. Share screen. Okay, and boom. First one we're going to look at, I got two I want to show you, right? And this is one Greg Reese did. It's not even on band.video. I wonder why. I wonder if he's not putting his videos up there no more. But this video's not over there at all. It's on his website and it's on our website, truthmafia.com, which kind of surprised me because I was going to download it directly from band.video, Alex Jiggle Jones's channel, but it ain't over there. There's a lot of other weird shit going on over there. Excuse my French, but let's check this out.
Starting after the Paradise Fire of 2018, many with a memory started noticing things that didn't seem normal. And the media told us climate change. With over 40 years of experience, forensic arborist Robert Brahm has been investigating the damage from these suspicious fires since Paradise. Based on his evidence, these fires are being caused by some sort of directed energy weapon. As many of us suspected, the trees in these recent forest fires are not burning as they should be.
This is common for a horrific firestorm. This is what's left. They all look like this. There's nothing left. The twigs, the needles, the branches, even the trees will burn down, sometimes to a low stump or even a hole in the ground. Not like this one. This was the big Coffee Park fire in Santa Rosa, where 4,700 homes were turned to white ash. And look at the trees.
The infamous 47 number, guys, 4,700 homes. We know that the 47-degree Masonic compass, so there's a red flag right there.
Why aren't they missing along with the houses? Many of these are pine family relatives. Eucalyptus against that road there, or whatever that is, against the road. Those are eucalyptus back there, the round ones. Those are so flammable. A cigarette lighter in your hand can light those on fire. A green leaf, light them right on fire. The forest is primarily valley oak, blue oak, and California bay, which is a very combustible leaf. I can light them on fire again with a cigarette lighter. They didn't burn. There's a bay tree right there. Yeah. The bottoms will always be burned right at ground level. No reason for that. Grass couldn't do that. Right. A lot of flames to do that. No, they're being cooked right where they're at. This was an entire bay forest, and I couldn't find one leaf burned. And somehow the leaves turned black. You notice the bottoms of these little suckers here, they're black. Almost every tree here is a bay. They didn't burn, but the ground did. It's only a grass fire here. You can tell this was just grass, and it might have even been kept up. I don't see one burned tree. There's ponderosa pine, black oak, white oak. Well, there's a deodar cedar to the left there a little bit. That's pine family from the Himalayas. And a digger pine on the left, the big multi-branched one. Nothing wanted to burn that day, just the house.
This one right here, you see this one, guys? That some bitch right there is super flammable. So is this one. This little guy right here. These two should have been gone.
Ponderosa pine forest. Little short ones and everything. Where the flames are in the needles, they refuse to ignite. Here's your eucalyptus.
Oh.
It's down in the flames, refuse to burn.
That's
Upper foothill or lower pine belt here. Very flammable areas. And no, they're not burning. And look in the background. Chunk of metal everywhere.
The physics of a natural fire does not explain the way aluminum and glass have been melting.
The two fire captains told me in their combined 60 years, they've never, ever seen a window melt out. Incidentally, every fire I've been to, all these 120 trips, not one window has been intact. Every single one has melted out. No exceptions. There's your aluminum. What's melting it this far away? What's keeping it flowing? These things will flow 20 or 30 feet from a car when there's nothing on the ground to keep them melting. That's a high temperature, but they keep flowing right across the dirt.
The fires are breaking out in the metallic materials.
Here's a fence line. They all look like this. Burn at the nails, burn at the ground. The only place they burn is at the ground and wherever the metals were. What fire does that? A normal fire would burn the post from the bottom up, not skip spots. No, they favor the metals, of course. This is a tall post, perhaps 5 or 6 feet high, and way up high, eye level, just the nail area burned. Here's this board. What really burned? The nails on that board. This little guardrail is a park guardrail, and actually it's all wood. There's no metal here. The cross member, the long ones, and the post are all wood. And each one was burned like this, where the screws were.
And trees are burning from the inside out.
Many trees are cooking from the inside out. They're burned on the inside, and there's no hole to get a flame in there. This thing was about 4 feet in diameter in a spring, burned from the inside out, and not one leaf burned. When you look at the cuts, this is very important. These are 90% dead. They should not have that heartwood. The dark area is the heartwood. It shows me these things were cooked from the inside out.
There are many anomalies to be found in these fires.
And here's a soil bag. It still had soil in it. That was there. The tennis shoe was there. And you see the black. There's black everywhere. A cushion for your chair. I see this chainsaw in the back of this pickup truck. The window melted out at 2,500 degrees. All the tires burned completely, leaving the slinky-like steel belts. That plastic should be gone completely, down to the metals. Didn't happen.
There's so much white ash in some of these photos. It looks like the heat would have been really intense. However, it didn't reach very far.
Why is that? Why is everything reduced to white ash versus?
Well, I'm going to have to say it's because of the extreme heat. It's a different kind of flame. To me, these are microwave-based flames.
Greg Reese reporting.
Or plasma, maybe. They got some plasma ones too. It could be a mixture with the microwaves and the microwaves and the smart meters. You know what I'm saying? It could be a mixture of both of them. I don't know. I'm not the expert here, but let's take a look. So I seen this yesterday, right before I was about to lay down. And I was going to do a video, but then I was already planning on laying down. So I said, all right, I'll do it tomorrow for my people. Now, first, guys, I'm going to let it play through. I'm going to let you listen to what this guy says. I feel this whole video is scripted. I feel the dude shooting it's in on it. I feel the whole thing scripted. And then for my decoders, keep your eyes open because this is the one we're going to decode. Now, let's play it.
On Fair Oaks and Las Flores Drive. This is the corner house on the left side of my house. This is across the street, the corner house, and the two houses in front, and the entire street on my side, on my right side, is decimated. From what I could see, every house is burnt down on my block, except for my house.
Very dark color blue, right?
Why do I deserve? Why do I deserve this? I don't know. I don't think I deserve it, but God bless everybody else with plenty of insurance to rebuild.
What you mean with plenty of insurance to rebuild? They canceled their damn insurance, dude.
God knew what he had to do to protect me because I'm an idiot. I might not have had insurance. I don't know. I got to check if I paid it.
No, you didn't have it.
Meanwhile, everybody else's house around me is, oh my God. Everybody behind me. How is this? How could this even be true? Everybody behind me is burned down. My lumber, even all of my lumber burned. Even the lumber that we were building the extension of the house, but my house is intact. But even my lumber burned down. How does that happen if not God? The neighbors are gone. The garage is even still standing. I don't understand how this happens. This is God. Not because I feel I deserve it either. I just don't know. But God protected me. My neighbor's house is gone 100%. Even the old garage door burned a little bit but the garage didn't burn. Oh, I do have a little bit of fire damage in here, yes. So looks like the garage burned from the flames on this side of the house, and they're still kind of burning. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put some water on that right now. Make sure we put that out so it doesn't reignite. Besides that, the entire house is still here. Thank you, God.
You notice that ain't no damn smart meter.
Thank you, God. This is the whole block. Everybody's house is gone.
Everybody's house gone. Okay, so let me expand the screen to make sure it's full screen so you guys can. I must have forgot to do that. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'll make this full screen layout. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's go back to. Let's turn the audio off. Let's go back through. Go back through this bad boy. All right. Let's watch. Now you know me, I'm always looking for numbers. So I was trying to get the license plate on this car, but it was too hard. I couldn't get it. You'll see right in front of here, like he zooms in on the back of the car for a second, but you really can't get the license plate. It's hard. But I see the speed sign, 25, right? Then the 25's on the ground there. You make sure he stays on that for a second. So I'm like 25. Let me go take a little gander at 25 real quick. And that's when I was looking at this, the 9/11 of 2024 till 1/7 of 2025 is 3 months and 3 weeks. So there's our 33, right? And what is 25, guys? Fire, agent, weapon, and Bennu. What is the Bennu? The Bennu bird. Remember, it was in the ritual with the halftime show in the Phoenix and Usher wearing the Phoenix. Well, the Bennu bird comes from Egypt, and it goes further back than the Phoenix. It's where the Phoenix derives from. So the Bennu bird is pretty much a representation of the phoenix. And what's the phoenix do? It rises from the ashes. And remember during the Maui fire, Oprah made that comment that we're all gonna rise from the ashes like a phoenix. She said that after the Maui fire, something very similar to that. And over here, I was asking ChatGPT all about the Bennu bird, the ancient Egyptian deity associated with the sun, creation, and rebirth. So it's pretty much the same exact archetype as the phoenix, almost identically, except the Bennu bird is a little older. The phoenix is from the Greco-Roman mythology, and it would build the phoenix is said to live for several centuries before building a nest of aromatic wood, setting it on fire and being consumed by the flames, right? So from its ashes a new phoenix arises. So that Bennu bird connection is really fascinating, and it was completely tied to the halftime show. If you guys watch my video I did on the halftime show, see this, the Bennu bird. The Bennu bird, the bird deity Bennu, which was probably the inspiration for the phoenix. So there we have a connection to the phoenix, guys. The phoenix event, right? And the phoenix rising like the ashes, just like we heard the same thing with Maui. We have the 25 number, and that's in reverse reduction, which is a representation of, it's the same, so it's the reverse of reduction, which is Pythagorean, right? And then Bennu is 23. Bennu's 23, and this year, 2024, was the 23rd anniversary year of what? 9/11. Bennu's also 25 in keypad too. So you have it in double ciphers there. And if you look at the number 23 tied to 9/11, it is so crazy, guys. I mean, it is incorporated in that whole ritual. And 2024 was the 23rd year anniversary of 9/11. So September 23rd is Yom Kippur in Judaism. That's that day they always say a major event's going to happen, 9/23, 9/23. And then 9/11 attacks Julius Caesar. He was stabbed 23 times. What else we got? Okay, so 9/11, 9 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 0 plus 0 plus 1 is 23, right? And the number of times Julius Caesar was stabbed in 44 BC was 23 times. And that's the number of lights on each of the lamps of the freedom after the Twin Towers fell, the Freedom Tower. And I think that's what it is. 33 miners were trapped 69 days at 2,300 feet underground. So they use this number over and over again. It's a number Jim Carrey made a whole freaking movie about. Remember? The Oklahoma City bombing happened on April 19th, which 4 plus 19 is 23. And that's the beginning of the 13 days of preparation going into Beltane, which guess what that is? A fire ritual where they used to sacrifice children for 13 days. Yeah, there's a lot. From April 19th to 5/1, that 13 days of preparation takes place. And go look at all the events that happened during that. Waco, Oklahoma City bombing, the Waco siege happened April 19th as well. And then you had the Boston bombing, although it happened, I believe, the 16th of April. They locked down the whole city and put Boston on like a martial law on the 19th when they were searching for the bombers, remember? And April 19th is the landing of the 33 Patriots Day in Uruguay. The Titanic sank on 4/15 of 1912, which is another 23 connection. So you have these dates with 23 numerology. Oh, there's the number 25 in this one. 25 and 23 together. Interesting. The Knights Templars had 23 Grand Masters. So very, very important number. The collapse of the World Trade Center Building 7 was announced 23 minutes before it fell due to controlled demolition. Trump announced he was running for re-election precisely 23 years to the day after the Oklahoma City bombing. And then Rudy Giuliani joined Trump's legal team precisely 23 years to the day after the Oklahoma City bombing, right? It's tied to Dr. Pepper. I mean, you could keep going. There's so many connections with it. The Grand Lodge of Incepted Scottish Rite Freemasonry in New York is on 23rd Street. And then the address of the Freemason Lodge in Stafford, England is also on 23rd, whatever the hell, Jello Road. I can't pronounce that shit. JAOL Road. The Templars had the 23 Grand Masters. Jack D. Molay was the 23rd and last of the Templar Grand Masters. That's when they got burned at the stake at Friday the 13th. That was October 13. 10 plus 13 is 23. Right? Oh, guys, remember what year that was? 1307, 137, 137, that Freemasonic number, which is the 33rd prime number. So you see, it's huge, man. It's a huge number. So this year being the 23rd year anniversary of 9/11, that's why we had all them plane events too. It was very significant. And then from 9/11 to the fire starting being 3 months and 3 weeks later. Well, a lot of you guys know, let me stop this real quick. Every time they do these type of staged rituals or one of these events, where's my picture at? We always see their little fingerprint all over it, don't we, guys? Hold on, I'm going to find you, little buddy. Right there you are. Got so many pictures up here. Bam! We always got the 33. Where's my water? Or the Freemasonic compass. They always leave their signature as long as you pay attention. And then, did you guys notice it wasn't no damn smart meter on his house? That was one of the older meters. So he didn't even have a smart meter. I don't know. I feel like that whole video was completely set up to me. That's my feeling on it. Thank you, Kimberly. I appreciate you. My Cherie, what's up, girl? How you doing? My brother Matrix Code Breakers up in here. The fine structure constant. That's tied to the number 137. Yes, sir, brother. You've been doing a little studying, huh? I didn't know you knew about that. Hey, did you see what I wrote today about them suing me? You guys want to see that real quick? Let me show you this. They're suing me now. Hold on, let me show you this little bullshit. Oh man, they just keep messaging me too. They won't. They just keep messaging me. Where is... No one cares about your firm. Where's this paper at? Hold on a second, guys. I'll find it. What'd she say here? Unfortunately, our firm is unable to speak with you going forward. Please have your attorney contact us. Fuck you. That's probably because I cussed her out. Didn't I put it in a folder or something? Let me see. It says 5 of them right here, but I don't see all 5. Show all the men. Oh, here we go. Please see attached. No, where's the one? Oh, here it is. Is this it? Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let me show y'all this shit. This is so funny. Okay, let me show you guys they're suing me for. Like, I didn't even know this shit's illegal. This is crazy. I feel like I'm being targeted. And Matrix Codebreaker, I'm telling you, bro, it was because of the Decode. So here's what they sent me. Higbee and Associates sent me this, right? And it was the Decode that I did a long time ago. It was forever ago, but then I went back and looked at it. And it was on truthfultv.com on my thing. So now they told me to erase it. I told them I wasn't erasing. I just put it in the draft. So I took it off the thing and put it in draft so we still have access to it. So I'm going to do a whole video on it and show you guys the Decode, how it breaks down, the ritual tied to Joe Biden, because there's got to be something in there that is really ruffling their feathers. And then look what they said. I never heard no attorney say no weird shit like this. Our client is now asking that Truthful TV pay $1,250 to settle this matter. What? I'm not paying. You know how many attorneys I've talked to? I got sued by Sound of Freedom, and they did not try to tell me to give them $1,250. So at first I felt, is this some bullshit? But then I looked them up, and there really is this attorney firm, right? And it seems very official. Here's the case number. This is one of the pictures they're suing me for. Told me I'm infringing on their clients' rights. And here it was on my website, which I already took that down. Not only did I take it down, guys, it's in the draft. I mean, it's still in my draft. I still have access to all the information. But look, I redid the whole site. Does it look better like this? More grounded. I got some concrete look up here, more earthy tones. So if you want to book your Decode, you can book your Decode over here, find out your role in the simulation. You can find out if you're like one of these two guys. These two dudes right here on some whole other shit. Did you guys see my Stranger Things Decode? That video me and Paranoid American did, I did a whole blog to it. And I decoded it. So you can watch the video, and then I did a blog to it and decoded it. And there's some survivors from these experiments, like Al Bielek. He's the one that wrote that book, and they could remote view. They could, some of them could even time travel without the government's equipment. Some of them could just time travel, it was kind of like an astral projection where they could look back into the past or look into the future. And then some of them could actually physically do it. And the first experiment was called the seeing eye, with the lock of a person's hair or some type of object. Same thing they said in the book, The Institute, written by Stephen King. If they have something of yours, they can get you guys. Like some black magic shit. Duncan could concentrate on the person and see if he was able to see through their eyes. If he had a piece of their hair or anything from them, he could focus on them and then see what they're seeing out of their eyes, hear what they're hearing through their ears, and even feel through their body, which, I've heard many different terms about it. Like there's dream walking where you can enter someone's dreams and bring people into your dreams. And then there's a very advanced stage of it. And it's a lot like this where very powerful archetypes can actually take over people's bodies. And my boy, Yubo, shout out to Yubo. Me and him used to talk about this all the time. He exposed all the pedo stuff. If you check out his YouTube channel, YEBO, he's just really into gang stalking because he really was getting gang stalked for a long time though, my boy Yubo. But he used to do some phenomenal work on exposing the pedo stuff, him and Mouthy Buddha. And then it got a little scary. And I thought he was like one of the only people that knew that the government could do shit like this. Because it sounds crazy when you say it. But there's declassified files on it. They even got patents where they patent techniques where you can walk through walls. Why would they patent that? I know anyone could do a patent, but they said they successfully have done this. So I look into the numerology. The seeing eye is 47. That 47 number, right? With Stranger Things season 1, 47. Energy Harvest, 47. And what he's doing there is kind of an energy harvest where albiolic takes over your body, right? He's taking over your body and taking over your energy and controlling you. And then it's tied to 5D consciousness. Well, let me tell you something. If you're able to remote view or do any of this type of stuff, astral projection, any of that, you're vibrating at least in the 5th dimension, minimum. You can't do none of that. Well, maybe the 4th, but I would say the 5th. You can't do none of that stuff in the 3D. Alternate realities in that 47, Babylon workings. Remember, so Aleister Crowley back in 1917, right before we had the Armenian genocide, which was the biggest murdering of Christians ever. Right before that happened, he opens up some doorway to some damn demon named Ayahuasca doing the Amalantra workings. And it was like this 3-day ritual where at the end of that ritual, the demon even told him he was Satan, but he looked like they described him and he said he had a head of a falcon. So it's Horus. It was Horus, which Horus is described. He's described. They think he's supposed to be like the Antichrist because you got Osiris, Isis, representing the father, the mother, and this is the birthing, the child. But I guess that ayahuasca entity he even said that he was worshipped as Horus in ancient Egypt. So it's the same entity. And Jack Parsons was kind of Aleister Crowley's protege. He carried on that Amalantra workings, took it to another level, the Babylon workings. And he worked at Jet Propulsion Laboratories, I believe it was called. He was like this rocket scientist dude. He actually died in some fire. I think he was killed, though. But in 1946, he ripped open the space-time continuum doing that ritual, the Babylon workings. And that's when these entities started coming in. And then, bam, 1947, what happens? Roswell. Aliens start showing up, guys. That, in ancient times, these entities were called demons in religious circles. They still are. Or jinn. The Gnostics call them the archons. That's what I look at them as. But that right around that time, these entities showed up. Our government made a deal with them, started calling them aliens, extraterrestrials, made a whole new name for them. That's when this group called the Collins Elite got involved. And they were supposed to be a Christian-oriented group. And they seen the government was doing black magic rituals, even human sacrifice to summons these entities. Any entity you got to do some blood magic to summons it, that ain't no alien. You know what I'm saying? That's a damn demon. But what was interesting is Trump was born like 3 months. I don't know the exact date. I got to look it up. It was either 2 or 3 months later after the Babylon workings. And then Trump was born during a crazy time, guys. During Trump's birth, there was a freaking blood moon over Jerusalem, which he turned into the capital. So, I always wondered to myself, man, was he that moon child they were trying to birth? And I know a lot of people are like, no, Trump's good. Maybe he is. I don't know. I don't know. I know he's playing his part in this whole grand scheme. He's playing his character, his role. I know that. We all are. What he was brought in to play, he's playing it. But the Babylon workings 47, and then cosmic antenna, which is your spiritual antenna, your cosmic antenna, your third eye, your pineal gland, your connection to God. It's also tied to King Solomon. And in Islamic text, Solomon in the Quran describes Solomon as having control over the jinn, the spirits, the demons who assisted him in building the temple, the one that they fight over, and now they're getting ready to build a third one, allegedly. I believe the third temple is us. It's our body. I think we are the temple, and they're trying to corrupt the temple of God. Maybe they'll actually build a physical one over there too. I don't know. They did do the purification ritual with the red heifer, right? That's done. So they had to do that ritual to build this third temple and to bring forth the Antichrist. It seems like everything's lined up. But I think they're trying to corrupt the true temple of God, which is us and our body. And you got to hear what these guys said. Like, man, the stuff these guys say in these interviews is so crazy. And it's so true. A lot of this stuff, like, they try to keep us away from, the government does. And, okay, I believe in God, guys. I even believe in Jesus Christ was sent here by God to bring us the true message. And I love Jesus and I love God. And you know what I'm saying? I honor both of them. So, but I think man wrote the Bible and manipulated it. I think they rewrote it. They manipulated it. They put a lot of stuff in there to keep us away from realizing that God is within each and every one of us. Jesus Christ is within each and every one of us. Your inner Christ, your inner Christos, that Christos oil, that secretion that comes down comes out of the pineal gland, goes down the spine, and then is resurrected and goes back up 33 vertebrae to the pineal gland. And if we, in our moon phase, so your astrological sign, it happens if you retain from sex certain foods. You're supposed to fast during that time when it happens. And it's when your astrological sign is in its moon phase. Some people say it happens twice a month. Other people say it happens every other month or every month. There's multiple different theories on this. But when it does happen, if you refrain from sex and fast and purify your body, that was the key, they said, to healing ourselves and living longer. That's why they were living much longer back in the day, or so that's the theory of it. There's also something tied to our vagus nerve, which is connected to everything in our body, and that passes through there, and that's healed with certain frequencies and vibrations. Another reason they keep us away from all this holistical healing. And our cosmic antenna has been calcified through fluoride, right? In our toothpaste, in our water. They put it in everything now. But yeah, King Solomon's in that 47, the lesser keys of Solomon, the Solomonic magic. It's tied to alchemy. There's a big connection to all this occult magic with Solomon. So here's one of the survivors that was in these different government programs. That was supposed to be that Montauk Monster. But this video was the craziest. Al Bielek said this from remote viewing, guys, and this was forever ago. And he said that the whole map of America was going to change. And guess what year he said? 2025. And now we're in 2025 and California's on fire, or that was supposed to be the start of it or something. It's fascinating, but you can come listen to all these videos over here. This is a really good one because in this one, he talks about remote viewing, how the government tries to keep us away from who we truly are. And then right here, Al Bielek is 22, which that's the number of Alchemy, D-Wave, MK Ultra. They both admit they were in the MK Ultra programs. Atlantis is tied to that number. Ayahuasca, which has DMT in it. And when Moses was speaking to the burning bush, it was the acacia bush, which is rich in DMT. So this is a video I did where I break it down. You can listen to it. But yeah, this one right here is quite fascinating. What they said, like, look at this, guys. So I wish I could play it, but it's on someone's YouTube. I'll get flagged. So you just got to come over on truthmafia.com. And it's right under this one on the Montauk Project one, okay? You'll see it right on the front, and then just scroll all the way down at the bottom. There's a couple good videos in here for you to watch. But when we do these decodes over on truthfultv.com, this one right here, we can break all that down. You know, certain people, it's tied to your first and your last name, whether you have remote viewing capabilities, telekinesis, telepathy, and some of these abilities are suppressed, and they talked about that. So, you know, some of theirs were suppressed till, you know, some of these people are 50, 60 years old, and then something happens that triggers it, and they remember, oh, shit, I was in these government programs when I was little. Well, I was able to do this, this, and this, and then it just comes back to them. Well, when you see what your source code is, I'm going to drink of water, which is, again, attached to your first and last name you were born with. I'm working on two of them right now. Kathy, shout out to Kathy. I'm working on hers and another girl's. She did the superhero one. There's two of them. One's $33, one's $62. But you just go over here. It's real simple. Check the availability. You can even pay offline if you don't want to pay on here. And when you pay on here, you're just paying through PayPal checkout. You don't have to have a PayPal. You can use your debit card. PayPal is just offering you a secure checkout. Or you can put pay offline and pay through Cash App or Venmo. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty easy. But down here, you describe some of your interest is, because I'm going to make you an image. You put your birthday, make sure you spell out the month, because people write it differently all around the world. And then you just hit book now. I just already got stuff in there because I was showing someone how to do it earlier. And I don't know why I wrote that like that. You just say continue. Boom, boom, boom. I'm just going to put a fake address in real quick. Oh, but right here, see? If you want to pay offline. And then it tells you how to do it. Send me an email with screenshots, proof of payment. And the best way, if you can, just text me and like, yo, here, Tommy, here's my screenshot, proof of payment. Here's my first, last name, date of birth. Here's the email I want you to send it to. And then I'll get started right away. Because I get so many emails a day. So it's just easier that way. You pick your country. We're just going to put, let's put the United States real quick. I always put that one. United States. Make up an address. I always just put one that comes up with a million of them. I don't know who the hell's addresses them are. I don't know who none of them are. Just makes them up, I guess. Boom. And then, thank you, Tommy. You'll receive a confirmation email soon. Order number 112. So this one, because I selected to pay offline, that's how it's done, you see. But if I would have went the other way and checked out, not through this, through PayPal, place order, one or more of your items are sold out or no longer available. Please go back and choose something else. What the hell is it talking about? What's sold out? Just a decode. Oh, see, they're doing some slick shit right now to stop people from getting a decode, ain't they? Because there ain't nothing in there sold out. Oh, that's interesting. Let me check something out real quick, guys. I'm glad I seen that. And then we're going to go through this after. You guys seen this documentary thriller, 2073? This is the one I was telling you guys to watch. You guys have to freaking watch this. It's New San Francisco, family. New San Francisco. Look, the first 3 minutes. What do you got in here? Drones everywhere. Freaking drones everywhere. And it's a really good documentary. I mean, it shows you their plans. Hold on, let me get this one part. Trying to scroll through it. Then I gotta check and make sure they're not hustling my website. I don't know what type of weird shit they got going on. Where's that part at? It's hard to click on it like this, but if I push play, YouTube will flag my video, unfortunately. Come on. Now it's not even letting me go through it. Let me refresh it. Oops, unavailable. Oh, yeah, they're really messing with me. Damn. It won't even let me pull it up now. Well, that's because I'm on the VPN. Shit. Forgot I was on this VPN. Hold on, I'll turn that off in a second. That could be the whole problem with everything, maybe. Maybe that's why. Look, guys, I'm triangulating in Switzerland and shit right now. Maybe that's the whole problem. Hold on a second. Hopefully I don't lose you guys. If I lose you, I'll be right back on, all right? Kill switch off. Oh, please don't lose my live. Disconnect. Let me go check if I lost my people. Nope, we're still here, ain't we? Let me see. Are we still here? Yeah. We're still up in this. And we still got like 300 people in here. We're streaming to 8 different platforms right now. So all the Facebooks, double YouTubes, X, and Rumble. We ain't playing around. What's up, beautiful Jessica? When we going on that date? You need to slide through for my birthday, girl. You know what I'm saying? All right, we're good. That's one of the Facebooks. You said it's 31 on. That's probably Truth Mafia podcast because I'm watching that one on my one phone. And then I have another one open on another phone. And then I have the Rumble open on my laptop. So I'm watching 3 of them as I'm doing this podcast. That way I can keep an eye on your guys' stuff. All your little comments and shit. Only thing is I can't put them across the screen unless I'm back here in the studio. Then I can throw you guys up on the screen like this. Yo, Tommy, did you check out 2B yet? What the hell is 2B? What's that? Realize for realize? I like that name though. Do you have a group on Facebook called that? All right, let's go back over here now. Now we're good. So let me go refresh this. Hold on a second. Let me see something real quick, guys. You guys just chill there and talk for a second, all right? I want to see something. Well, I might as well let y'all see what I'm doing so you're not bored. And did I finish showing you these psychos? Where are them psychos at? Oh, these people. So besides what I'm being sued for this one was this one. This stupid picture of ugly ass sleepy Joe Biden. Like, how many people shared that picture? How am I going to get sued for that picture? And I did trip out on the lady. I called her some things I probably shouldn't have. Kind of like when I was on that donut podcast and I tripped on this one friend. Shout out to her, Cheney. Sorry, Cheney. I do love you, Cheney. But Cheney's loves Trump. We got a little argument. I called her the C word and I shouldn't have. I was raised by all women. I should have never said that to Cheney. That was very disrespectful of me. But in my defense, I did think the camera stopped. So I thought I was just talking to myself. And I wasn't talking to myself. It was still live. Thank God Donut took that damn video down because that was pretty embarrassing. But, I can admit when I'm wrong and I made a mistake. And that was one of them. Cheney, I love you. So this is these are the people that are suing me here. It looks pretty official, but then them asking for $1,200 seems suspect as shit. And here's all their name, all the associates, doxing the shit out of all these little associates here. I have the right to show my people what y'all are doing to me illegally. And look how old this is. From April 11, 4/11 of 2023. And now, and their client is the Associated Press. That's who's suing me, guys. The Associated Press. I mean, you guys are the worst news channel in the world. No one believes nothing you guys write. And you probably stole, the Associated Press probably stole that picture of Joe Biden. Matter of fact, it looks AI generated. I bet you if I drop that picture right there in an AI detector, that picture was made by AI. How much y'all want to bet? See, they had the links going right to my thing, but now when you click on it, I took that shit and put it in draft, so it don't take you there now. See, it's gone. Now, what one of these images am I going to get sued for next? I mean, I didn't even know you're not. It was a thumbnail, guys. It was a freaking thumbnail, and an old, stupid thumbnail. These are old videos that I did back in 2022. I got so much better now. This is like when I didn't even know how to make thumbnails. And now I'm getting sued for this shit. Very crazy. Something weird is going on. And I'm telling you right now, it's because of the information that was in it. Because if the Associated Press would get so mad, I'm sure HBO would be a little more pissed that I used this. Right? HBO ain't hit me up messing with me. I shouldn't have said that. Now I'm going to hear HBO trying to sue my ass next. Oh, remember this when Aaron Carter was flipping out and then he died? That was a crazy one. Let me see. I lost a lot of these videos, though. I don't know how. They just disappeared somehow. Like, look, this one's gone. See? Can't play it or nothing. It's just gone. I don't know how that happened. They hacked my damn site somehow. But the blog is there still. So there's some weird stuff that started going on with this site where all my videos to my blog started disappearing, guys. That was back in like 2023, though. And that's why I built Truth Mafia and started doing all that. But now I have it fixed to where they can't take the videos out no more. They can't send their AI bots in no more. And now they're pissed. So now they're trying to sue me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, these people are like poor losers. Aaron Carter, 33, not true, 33. That's what's it tied to? Destroyer, Nibiru, 19. Aaron Carter's 1938. Well, that was the year that you know who, Mr. Little Mustache, said he saw Nibiru and then got ready for war in 1938. That's on my Rumble channel. You can go watch it. It's actually a pretty good video. It's about the secret of Fathoma or whatever the hell that is called. That had a lot of views just on that one. I mean, that's a lot for a website. This ain't a YouTube channel, you know. But why they fear this page, guys, I'm going to show you, is right here. We have our own social media platform. So they don't like us having access to over, 2,000 people and climbing every day where we can just talk to you guys directly. I wrote this morning. Do you like the new look? I've been working on remodeling the site, creating more grounded color schemes with earthy tones. Here's my dude. This is one I put up last night. Pretty much the same Decode that's over on Truth Mafia. I just did it on both of them. Matrix Code Breaker. Then he has his own corner with his little 47 members. Go join Matrix Codebreaker's Corner, guys. Give them some love. But yeah, this is what they fear. They don't like us being able to communicate without them having a back door into it and being able to spy on us. So it's so important. This link is in the description. Come over, join it. All you got to do is sign up to the website. And you're in. Boom. Join the group. You got your own page, your own followers. It's set up just like kind of like a mixture of Facebook and Twitter, except no censorship. And that's what they're pissed off about. So now they're going to try to sue me. They told me I'm not protected like Facebook, so that I am held responsible for what other people post. Which I told them, well, guess what? Then I'm going to buy that damn license that Facebook has. And the lady laughed at me on the phone, tried to make fun of me because she told me I couldn't afford the license. Well, guess what, bitch? I can't afford $75,000 and I'm going to buy it. So laugh at that. So I bet you by 3 days I will have that license and then we'll see who's laughing. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't make sense to me how little Facebook gets away with it. They don't get sued for nobody posting pictures of Sleepy Joe on their page. Okay, we'll go through 2073. But first, before we do, let me check my page on another server, on another search engine. I want to see if that weird shit's going on. Because that might be why people told me they couldn't book a decode. They might be doing some weird shit. Let me see. Because that was weird. It took us all the way to the end. Okay, so let's say 1010. Next, I'll be real quick, guys, and then we'll get into 2073, and I apologize for this. Test. Oops, I didn't write test. Email. Test. My real one. 42. Text only. If you call me, I'll block you. Add your message, first and last name. Add your message, first and last name, date of birth for reading. Don't forget to spell out the month. Oh, yeah. Test and test. Book now. Oops, what's this one? Test at gmail.com. Want a real email, that's why. Okay. Test. Continue. Okay. T. Country. I'm just picking Afghanistan. Address. 1 Kabul Road in Afghanistan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Place order. Boom. See, it works on this one. So it didn't work on that other one, or it could have been because I was in Switzerland. So see how it says PayPal here, guys? You just hit pay with debit card and then put your email in. If it's an email attached to your PayPal account, well, then just use PayPal to pay, or don't use your PayPal email, because then it'll try to log you in there. And I'm going to show you a little trick. We're going to put test at gmail.com. All right, let me teach you a little trick. Continue as guest. See this? You don't want to log in. Continue as guest. Now, when you go to complete your order, go all the way down here. Oh, they don't have it on here. Usually down here, there's a button. That's probably because I said I was in Afghanistan, maybe. In America, down here, there's a button, so be very careful. And it says if you don't turn the button off, it'll make you a PayPal account if you don't have one. So just scroll down at the bottom after you fill out all this, and you'll see a little yellow button here usually. Just make sure it's clicked off. Like how they'll have them buttons on, and if you don't turn it off, it'll send you emails and advertisement bullshit. That's what PayPal tries to do. They try to slide that in there on you. You can even pick pay later, or you can just pay offline if you feel much more comfortable doing that. And then you just send me the email. Done. All right. Had to make sure that worked. Now we're good. Let's see if this is going to work now. Okay. Oh, yeah. Now we're in here. Now we're in here like swimwear. Oh, yeah. Now I can go through it. Okay. It's kind of weird, too. This documentary, it's a mixture of a documentary and a movie, guys. I was thinking, for the members only, the day after my birthday, the 18th, because on my birthday, we're doing a podcast with the Truth Mafia team. But how about on the 18th, for all the members of my membership, we'll do this one. We'll decode this one live together so we can watch it together and break it down as it's going. We'll do that on the 18th. Well, what the hell is that thing over there? Is that a satellite? Yeah. This what I want to show you. I hope someone finds this. No one said or did anything to stop them. It's too late for me. I was alone. It may not be too late for you. And look how it starts out. That's computer typing, right? Look, guys. Fire. Everything's on fire. That's how the freaking thing starts out. Everything's burning. Then it says 37 years after the event, and the event, everything was burning. Kind of like what's going on right now. They're beating the shit out of people. This 37 years after, when we're pretty much running around eating like scavenging like mice and shit, where we're looking for food. It's terrible. Look, everything's gone. Talk about predict, and it's actually produced really well. Look at this shit. Bloomingdale's gone. 37 years after the event. I'm trying to show you guys these drones that look, they got Trump in there. Look at Trump. 2032. What did I tell you was the 7-year period for the tribulation family? From 2025 through 2032. And you see 2032 right here on the screen. Went from 2032 backwards. Then it has all these morons on here. Rupert Murdoch. Oh, man. Peter Thiel's on here. And it's kind of weird because Peter Thiel's hanging out with Trump. When did they become buddies? I didn't even know them two were best buddies like that. I don't like Peter Thiel, though, after I watch this. Or Elon Musk. After you watch this, you will never like Peter Thiel, Elon Musk, or Mark Zuckerberg. If you do now, I doubt any of you do. But let's say you do. You watch this, you ain't going to like them no more. Because you're going to see what they got planned for you. And it seems like these events, they're trying to cause them so that they can run the world. They believe corporations should run everything. But you know what that is, guys? That's called fascism. Yeah. That's freaking fascism. Look at all these cameras everywhere. See, then it gets, this is part like the movie part. It gets back into the movie part. And then the whole end of it is where it really gets hard into the documentary. Like right about here, where it starts showing the Amazon warehouses and Mark Zuckerberg's metaverse and Peter Thiel and all their plans for the future. This little demon. It is so bizarre. Look, Jeff Bezos. He told everybody on thank you all my follow. He said all my people that buy on Amazon because you paid for all this. Like he was pretty much clowning the people, and he's doing all these floating up in stupid ships, saying he's going up to space. Who knows where the hell he really went? I don't believe he went nowhere. Remember that when Jeff Bezos was flying around? More fires. There's fires all throughout it. The whole theme of it is pretty much fires. And then that one famous actress, she's in it. Remember her, guys? I didn't do justice. We're going to have to watch this as members only, so we can watch the whole thing because it is phenomenal. 2073, which you mix them numbers around, what do you got? 237, which is the door in The Shining. That's the room number, 237. And at that time, before they changed it to 238, they used to say from the Earth to the moon was 237,000 miles. Then they changed it to 238. And that was supposed to be a play on Stanley Kubrick. Paranoid American explained it. I don't really know much about it. He knows a lot more about it than me. But where do you watch it? Let me see. That was a free movie site. It's called F Movies. So if you're on, you got to download the Brave search engine. And then when you're on Brave, just type in F Movies and it'll pop up. And then you can watch free movies on there. But you really want to have one of these guys. I pay $12 a month for this. And then that way you can be triangulating in Switzerland or Sweden, where the internet laws are much better. So they're not allowed to hack you there. They're not allowed to do certain shit they can do here in America. The copyright laws are different. Plus, it has this right here. It blocks malware, ads, and trackers, so you won't get no pop-ups like on the free movie site. So where can people watch this if they wanted to order it? And I'm being sued right now for copyright infringement. And then I just showed you guys a freaking movie site where you can watch it for free. I guarantee they're going to use that in court on me, if that is even real. Well, them and the judge can copyright infringe these in their mouth. 37 years after something called the event, trees are burning or burnt to a charred crisp. There looks to be more junk than water in the waves. Well, that sounds great. So where the hell do you watch it, though? Oh, Amazon. Prime Video. Oh, and by the way, guys, if you already got Prime, cool. But if you don't, go on my website, Truthful TV. Go to, see at the top here, it says Conspiracy Cinema. Go right there. And then see this little thing right there? Click on that. That way for it. You get a free month of freaking Amazon Prime, and then you can go watch the little 2073 documentary. See? Start your 30-day free trial. Now, if you don't cancel after that 30 days, it'll keep charging you. So make sure that if you don't want to keep Prime, that you keep track of that 30 days and cancel after, okay? That's how Hulu gets you. That's how Netflix gets you. But it does get you a free 30-day trial, and that's over on truthfultv.com, the Conspiracy Cinema one. And I don't get paid shit for that, so I don't even know why I have that there. It needs to be a different color, though, because you can barely see it. It's in purple. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so that's what we got today. Oh, shit, I left Randy's thing up there the whole time. Sorry about that, Randy. Let me see. My girl, Lady Rocks, what's up, beautiful? How you doing? So before I go, I want to hear your guys' opinions on these fires. That's the whole reason I came on here. What do you guys think is up with the fires? And in that video, if you go to 3 minutes and 13 seconds in where that guy was crying, in that fake ass crying video, he's like, why do I deserve this? My house is the only one left on the street. This one. Go to 3 minutes and 13 seconds in, which 313, what happened on that day? Trump handed power to FEMA on 3/13 of 2020. It's a date with 56 numerology, mind controls 56. And then 313 is the day Obama got bit by the serpent, crowned by the serpent. That's the day he got Rona. And what else happened on 3? Oh, in 2013, 20 plus 13 is what? 33. In 2013, on 313, is the day the Pope became the Pope. The new Pope we have right now, the false prophet. So that 313 date number is very important. And that's where it shows you, bam, that he had an old meter there. Right? So is that color blue, guys? Would you consider that blue, a dark blue, or a green? It's kind of like the color of my website's new color, an earthy tone, right? Maybe I got the idea of that in my head after I watched this video. I think I like the color of the house, and then I picked that color. It's very similar to my website. All right, let me see what you guys think. Let me see your guys' thoughts on this. Let me see that color with my website color. Yeah, it's very kind of similar. That, I guess, this one, my website's more dark. It's more of an army green, right? That one's more, kind of looks more blue to me, but I'm kind of colorblind too. So I guess it could be. It has different tones too on the front and in the back. Did you notice that? So like on the front, I thought it was like a dark blue, but I guess you could argue, I don't know. I want to see your guys' opinions. It definitely didn't have no new smart meter, it didn't seem, though. That's for sure. Country blue. I like that country blue. Maybe the 5G towers were set in place to override the smart meters, causing them to combust. Could be. That's a good thought there. These fires are going to be everywhere soon. San Francisco is going to get an earthquake. Yep. They're gonna hit that like Dutch Boy. Remember in the movie Geostorm with Dutch Boy where they hijacked the heart machine and started blasting everyone? It's going to be just like that, guys. Watch. They're going to hit the Cascadia subduction zone and then cause a major tsunami. I know it. That's why that freaking video of Al Burek showing the map of 2025, the only thing left in LA was LA. It was an island. All California was gone. San Francisco was gone. Everything. So Rhonda, get your ass to LA because it's the only thing that's going to survive, girl. You might want to stay on that island of LA. You know what I'm saying? They've been talking about I've been talking about that T-Nell forever. You know that. You know that, girl. I taught all these people about the Golden Gate Bridge. Oh, I'm not going to say that word. Let me shut up. Every time I say it, I get blasted with direct energy weapons and my videos get taken down. So they must be getting real close for that event because that's how I ended up in the hospital last time doing a video on that. You know what? They blasted me so hard I couldn't breathe and thought I was going to die. It's supposed to be 22 degrees on the next Tuesday in Beach, Florida. It's been a long time since it's been that cold. That's interesting. Are you sure? I've never heard it get that cold in Florida. That's nuts. They're going to blame it all on climate change. But yeah, climate change is called geoengineering, you little bastards. Gavin Newsom will be sacrificed next. They might pull some purge shit on him. You know, I'm telling you, the people out there are not too happy with him. We had a 2.8 earthquake here in Virginia 2 days ago, epicenter 5 miles from my house. Oh, and speaking of Gavin Newsom being sacrificed, so on that date, January 7th, when the fire started, there was a bunch of different events that happened. Remember, I told you guys? Let me see. One of them was something to do with the French Revolution and people being beheaded. And then remember, when didn't we just see was that in the Olympics where they had that French Revolution theme where people were getting decapitated? Hold on, let me see. There was something that led to that, a book or something I was reading. Hold on, I'm going to find it. U.S. President Jimmy Carter authorizes legislation. This was on January 7th of 1980, and then Jimmy Carter died on the 29th. 8 days later, the fire popped off. And I told you guys when Jimmy Carter died, they were going to pop shit off. I told you that when he went into hospice like 6 months prior. There's a whole video on it. Anybody that's been watching me for a while, you know I said it. The United States recognized the new Cuban government. Oh, wow. That was on January 7th of 1959, 66 years ago. Fidel Castro, that's the day they recognized him as the new Cuban government. Where's the one about freaking... Damn, there's a lot of events that happen on this day. CQD is established only to replace 2 years later by SOS. 1/7 of 1904, the distress signal CQD is established on that day, only to be replaced 2 years later in 1906 by SOS. So the distress call was established that day. That was later changed. Here, nope, that's not it. Hey, Peachtree. Oh, we're getting close. Let me show y'all what I'm looking at. It's on Paranoid American site that he made for me, the Gematria one right here. You guys can read this, right? Need me to zoom in, guys? All right, there we go. These are all the events that happened on 1/7. I'm trying to find the one connected to the French Revolution because she's talking about Gavin Newsom being a sacrifice, and we've seen all this decapitation symbolism. The Senate of Rome says that Caesar will be declared a public enemy unless he disbands his army. Oh, that was January 7th, 2049. 2049. It's got to be the wrong date, right? Ain't freaking 2049 yet. 1/7 of 1325, 700 years ago. I think it meant 49 AD. It just, the numbers got messed up. 1/7 of 1325, Alfonso becomes king of Portugal. 1/7 of 1558, French troops led by Francis Duke of Guise. Who cares about that? Oh, here's a fire one. Look at this, y'all. Damn, I wish we'd have known this. 417 years ago, on January 7th of 1608, fire destroys Jamestown, Virginia. On the same day, the fire destroyed Los Angeles. So that was 417 years ago. I wonder what all Gematria codes are connected to 417. This is how I do it when I want to look at a certain number in Latin. Because when you're tracing dates, you always want to use Latin, which is the original Gematria. So I'll do this. I'll type in 417 in Gematria. And then it usually pulls up this site, which Latin is Jewish. It's Hebrew, right? So I really don't like this site, but I do like to use it for this. See how it shows the Jewish, the 417? like the King is Coming 417, Saint Germain 417, the Final Battles 417. What else is in here? I wonder if there's anything. Dark Time in America 417, guys. Dark Time. Maybe the power grid's going down soon. Which the whole mist theme, all that mist came in, the fog, and in the movie The Mist, the power grid goes down. Remember? Yeah, after crazy looking things show up after the mist comes. Pedestophilia? A pedestophilia. Is that a new word? Like a pedophilia, but a pedestophilia? I never heard of such a thing. Somebody made that shit up. Damn, there's 31 pages of it. 3 8s. 3 8s is 417. Now we're getting somewhere. 3 8s is 417. Okay. So 888. What is 888? Let me show you. Let me give you a little see what 888 is. Let's get rid of that one. Add this one. Get rid of that one. Project Bluebeam. Project Bluebeam. Try to write it twice. Damn, Project Bluebeam twice is 1776. That's the year the Illuminati was formed. Just once is 888. That's the there's so much in that code, that 888 code. So much. I highly recommend some of y'all look into that later. So that leads us to the number 3 8s, 417. And why are we looking at 417? Because the fires that happened that destroyed all of Jamestown 417 years before the Los Angeles fire on the same day, on the same exact day. That's why we're looking at it. Oh, look at this. Cities in Flames, 417. Cities in Flames, 417, guys. They're going to burn us up, ain't they? They are going to burn us up. You guys remember a long time ago when I came up with that theory where I said QAnon, when the whole Q thing came out, and I figured out that it was a DMAI quantum computer. I could just tell. And then I wasn't the one that connected it to Tyler. That was another dude that tied it to Tyler, and it being based down in Texas. But when I figured out Q was a quantum computer, I said, I bet you $1 million, because then I started paying attention. So after that happened, I started noticing when we commented on Facebook that it used to just say our name. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it was saying our email, our phone number, or a bunch of number codes when we left a comment on Facebook. And then our name would pop up. But it was like, I'm like, damn, how do they know this now? So I think they used the AI and they weaponized hashtags. Remember, they had all them hashtags, where we go, when we go all, save the children, all these weaponized hashtags, which that AI was tracking them. And they tracked, traced, and tagged us for the rollout of the Noah Hyde laws to figure out where we are, the people they consider the enemies. And back in the day, they thought, oh, they'll put a red sticker on your mailbox, or a yellow sticker, or a blue sticker. That's before we knew that this type of technology existed. Remember them days? And the red sticker was going to be that you'd be killed. The yellow sticker, you'd be re-educated. The green sticker meant you would be a good little sheep. But now I think they're using direct energy weapons, these natural disasters, HAARP, geoengineering, to depopulate the shit out of us. the people that they consider dissidents. We are already in our FEMA camps. We're in a digital FEMA camp surrounded by their technology, being microwaved and waited to be blazed on fire. That is my true opinion. And then you look at all the old prophecies, like the Hopi prophecy. What's it say? Everybody that returns to the old ways will survive. The others will not. They will be purified in fire. And they will die and perish, because the ones that return to the old ways with Mother Nature, living in harmony, getting away from technology, they will be the ones to survive. We, for real, and this doesn't help me to say this, being a content creator and making my money online, but the honest truth is, we should throw these phones in a river, just leave everything, guys, escape to the wilderness and live off the land again. But then that's kind of hard to do because they poisoned everything. The water's poisoned, the soil's poisoned. I mean, these people really thought it through, didn't they? They're like, oh yeah, well, they might try to escape, and let's make these phones very addictive, so when they get likes and shares, it'll release dopamine and serotonin, so that way it's more addicting than freaking heroin, so they'll stay on them all day. Then we'll send frequencies in 5G through them, destroying their immune system, destroying everything in their body, weaken them. So if you're going to take on a whole population that you're outnumbered by, first you weaken your enemy. You get the male, the protector, out of the home, right? Break down the family unit, the nuclear family, destroy that, weaken the male, feminize the male, destroy the protector, then get the women, the strong, beautiful women that raise the household and raise the next generation, get them face down, ass up on Twitter and OnlyFans. I mean, they man, you got to give it to them. You got to give it to them. They thought this shit through. And then they're like, okay, well, some people ain't going to have money for phones. Some people are too poor. Oh, don't worry. We'll give them an Obama phone. Yep. Then they came out with the Obama phones. Remember, guys? Oh, here's an Obama phone. This is for all the poor people. Anyone that can't afford a phone, here you go. Here's an Obama phone. Free Wi-Fi, free data, free everything. Go get on Facebook. Go get on Instagram. We need to use that to train our artificial intelligence, harvest all your data, steal your shit. Oh, boy. And this whole time, what have they been doing? I truly believe they already got underground bunkers, and it's just like that series Paranoid American told us to watch, that the world's ending and the elites know it, and they're stealing all the food and stealing all the supplies while they're distracting humanity. And who knows? It's probably ending because they're causing it to end. These cyclical events, they call it the Phoenix phenomenon, is probably caused by them. Some geoengineering type event. It's nuts. And then tomorrow on my birthday is Saturn in Venus alignment, where they'll become one star. Y'all know that? Oh, yeah. The Saturn-Venus alignment where they become one star. It's just a very powerful situation. This is happening. It's called the Saturn-Venus conjunction, January 17th on my birthday. The pandemic. Oh, so look at all the crazy things that happened on it. Saturn-Venus conjunction on June 10th of 2020, event global COVID pandemic intensifies. That's what happened on that day. So, I mean, a lot of bad stuff's happened on the Saturn-Venus conjunction. Brexit, here's all the negative implications of that one. Saturn-Venus conjunction on September 4th, 1987. That was the year they made HARP, patent HARP, 1987. Black Monday, stock market crashes. Saturn-Venus conjunction. This is tomorrow, guys. So it's going to lead up. And then on the 21st is the 5-year anniversary since the first confirmed case of the Rona in the United States. There's a ton of bad events that happened during this Saturn-Venus conjunction. And they come together and it makes it look like one bright star that you'll see in the sky. So it's going to get crazy. October 28th, that was the day Perry died, remember? In 1779, we had The Right of Man by Thomas Paine. Public turmoil, advocated for republicanism and criticized the monarchical system, contributing to political unrest and revolutionary sentiment in the Europe, particularly influencing the French. Oh, that's what I was thinking of. That's the one that got people decapitated and leading to the French Revolution. That was October 28th. Now I got it confused. It wasn't tied to these days over here we were looking at, guys. So that's tomorrow, that astrological alignment. But yeah, as you can see, January 7th has been a crazy time for major events all throughout history. 6.4 earthquake in Puerto Rico happened on that day. Car bomb explodes outside police. That was in the college in Yemen capital. 63 injured. 2 gunmen commit mass murder at the offices of Charlie Hebdo in Paris, shooting 12 people, execution style. A hot air balloon crashes near New Zealand, killing 11 people on board. I mean, none of this sounds fun, right? That's when they were going to impeach Bill Clinton on that day, January 7th. Damn. Crazy, man. Crazy. So, a lot to look forward to. A lot of fun stuff. Damn, we kept that many people in here the whole time. We have the same amount of people in here as when we started this live. I don't know how we did that. But one thing I do notice, the videos that I do by myself do like double the views than when I interview people. I wonder why that is. When I interview people, they do okay too. But when I do them by myself, they always do better for some reason. And I really don't understand that. I would think, maybe you guys just like chilling with me. Look at this person. They said, I introduced Tommy and Donut. Randy Smith, I don't even know you. How did you introduce me and Donut? Please explain, my friend, because I don't know Randy Smith. Let me light this blunt for this story. Maybe you did. Maybe your name's something different, but I introduced myself to Donut. You know how me and Donut met? On Instagram. I met Little Juan first from the One-on-One podcast. Him and Donut wasn't even close yet. They wasn't even chilling like they do now. And I followed Juan first. And then I seen Juan do a video talking about cinemagicians. That's who I stole that word from. Little Juan, cinemagicians. And then I started Decode, and I was like, damn, that's a crazy word. So I reached out to him. I was like, where'd you come up with that word? And I was like, dude, you're pretty good at this podcasting thing. Keep up with it. You're going to do really good. And at the time, he had 160-something followers on YouTube. So I kept bringing him on my podcast, bringing him on. He blew up. Now go look at his YouTube. I've lost 10 YouTube since Juan's had that same one, though. You know what I'm saying? But I'm proud of him. Everything that he's achieved, he's done a great job. And I always thought he'd do good, though. And then a couple days later, I reached out to Donut and I was like, yo, what's up, Donut? We should podcast. That's it. Just send a message. And he hit me back like that same day. Was super excited. He's like, yo, bro, I've been a fan of yours forever. I've been watching you, which that excited me because I didn't even know Donut watched me. I'm like, oh, shit. That's cool. I said some crazy shit about you once, dude, but because I said he was what I said about Donut in the beginning. You guys told me to watch his content, and I was like, yeah, I like his content, but he's a Sabbatean Frankist, so I don't know if I trust him. And no, I didn't call him a Sabbatean Frankist. I called him a Khazarian. I said, but he's a Khazarian. So then he asked his homeboy, and his homeboy's like, yeah, that's true, though. That's where the modern day European Jews come from, Kazakhstan. So, that was when I was early on in my conspiratorial thing, and I thought everything was one way. But then me and him became like best buddies. I love Donut. I actually me and Donut went to a meeting together the other night. And y'all know I don't even drink or nothing. I just went to chill with Donut. You know what I'm saying? It was fun, too. We kicked it. Up in that bitch, kicking it. You can do online meetings now, guys, if you need one. But I do take breaks from smoking weed now and again. So now I'm off a break. I'm off my break because it's my birthday. So I forget how many milligrams I took before this podcast, but it was quite a lot. That's why I've been on this bitch for an hour and 47 minutes. Yes, Tommy, Yeah, I talked a little shit about Donut at first, but I told him, listen, Rhonda, you know me, you've been following me forever. I'm a real one. If I say something about you, I'm going to say it right to your face. The first day I met Donut, you can ask him, I told him exactly what I said. He said, I know, I heard it. So, he already heard. He didn't care. And we became friends. And now he's one of my best buddies. I don't give a shit what nationality Donut is. He definitely ain't no agent. I promise you that. He's just Donut. Thank you for the happy birthday. I appreciate you. Got to for the birthday. Then I'm going to go on a fast again, though. After my birthday, I'm going to go on another fast. Just going to have a few edibles for my birthday. And then probably do another 48-day fast, detox. And then who knows what will happen after that. But yeah, Donut is a good dude. He's a good dude. He's a little bit of a nerd, but he's a good dude. Paranoid American's a good dude, too. He's the only Mason I mess with. I know he won't tell me all of his secrets, though. So I can't trust him on Masonic stuff. He knows that, though. I love him with all my heart. But when it comes to Freemasonic shit, I already told him, brother, I can't trust you there. Because you ain't allowed to tell me. If you tell me, then you already said an oath that you'll be hung in your home. So I don't blame you for not telling me. But I'm just going to go ahead and figure that one out on my own. You know what I'm saying? Remember me and Paranoid American got in an argument about Albert Pike, guys? That shit was funny as hell. Is that still up on my channel? Or did that channel get taken down? I wonder if I got that video, because that video was so funny. That's when I started calling Albert Pike Paranoid American's uncle after we got in that little fight. That's why my audience loves me, though. I keep it real. I'm transparent with my people. Now, if I talk to one of my people offline and it's in confidence and they say, hey, don't say nothing about this, or, obviously I'm going to keep that quiet. I've had many conversations with many of my friends offline. They say, don't say nothing. I don't say nothing. But if it's something just on my normal life, I like to share that with you guys. You know what I'm saying? And I don't give a shit who gets mad. None of these fake little ass Gematria channels that think they're the OG. You ain't the OG, though. Half of y'all can't even count right. Zach. Sorry, I had a sneeze. I try, my brother. I try. So, anyways, before I gotta go. I got 2 minutes left, guys. 2 minutes till this podcast ends. Last, real quick. What are your guys' theories? Smart meter, press #1. Direct energy weapon, #2. Let's see. Let's go. #1, smart meter. #2, direct energy weapon. I want to see what's going on. What do we got? What do we got up in the house? 1, 2. Oh shit, that's another one. Where I seen some 2s. Where's the 2s? 2, 2. There they are. A lot of 1s though. It seems very mixed. Matrix code breaker 1. What did I say for 1? Damn, I shouldn't eat that edible. Matrix code breaker. What did I say for 1? That was the. I know you guys know. I don't want to confuse y'all, so somebody will say in the comment 2. 2. Damn, look at all these 2s coming in now. Both. I'm with you. I'm with you, 6. 6, bruh. I'm thinking it was both too. My girl Kathy Reed with her little beautiful smile, number 2. Shit, look at all these. I remember when you started walking around talking about the sky. Yeah, that was the good old days, 100 pounds ago. Both. 2. 2. 2. What's 3, Aaron? Okay, now somebody break it down for me. Oh, dues was 2. Thank you. Dues was 2. So I would say we had a lot of 2s coming in, but I seen some. At first, it was mostly 1s, and then the 2s just started pouring in. 1 and 2. I think 1 and 2 too. Oh, my dad's got ammonia, guys. Pray for my dad. He's been getting IVs. He's got a freaking doctor. He's down in the Dominican Republic right now. A doctor coming in, giving him fluids and IVs. My stepmom down there had to stay in the hospital. They got ammonia, and they're going through it right now. I don't know. It sounds like direct energy weapons to me, but we'll see. We'll see. I hope they're okay. 2. That's the deal. One was a smart meter. 2 was a deal. That's what I thought. People are getting confused, right? We'll know when we rewind this and see what I said. Oh, another lockdown is coming. Sonia, now they said that there's a trifecta. There's like 3 different, I'm not going to say the V word, but there's 3 different things attacking us now. You didn't see that? It's probably a fake ass article. Anyways, all they do is lie to us. Going around spraying that damn fog, then everybody's getting pneumonia, the chemtrails. It's just not normal. I'm trying to click on Ricky's thing. The plasma will go through wires with power. What do you mean by that? It could be plasma too, like Jay talks about, 100%. Space war weapons. Space wars. Tommy, energy weapons. Randy Smith. I guess anything's possible, Randy. Talking about the new. Yep, that's what I am talking about. So, with that being said, I love y'all. And I hope y'all have an amazing, amazing night. Smash that like button. We did almost 2 hours together. Share this video and make sure you go check out our website, both truthmafia.com. That's where me, Donut is, Paranoid American, B. Dell, Anya Soru, some of the biggest content creators in the world. Matrix Codebreaker, whenever we can fix his page over there. I don't know what the hell happened to it, but he's mostly on our social media platform, truthfultv.com, where he has his own group. So I love y'all. Knowledge is power. I'm out.
Yo, we living in a sim, reality's a game. NPCs around us, they all look the same. Soulless entities controlled by AI. Quantum computer running life, asking why. Are you just a player, controlled by machine? Or a first player character, living the dream? Tap into the code, break free from the lies. Decode your Gematria, see through their disguise. In the simulation, what's your role, what's your fate? Are you real or controlled, can you navigate? Elites use Gematria, secrets in the code. Find out your archetype, let the truth unfold. Super quantum computer, pulling all the strings. NPCs moving like puppets on a swing. The Matrix got nothing on the life we lead. Green letters falling is the truth we need. Are you just a player, controlled by machine? Or a first player character, living the dream? Tap into the code, break free from the lies. Decode your Gematria, see through their disguise. In the simulation, what's your role, what's your fate? Are you real or controlled, can you navigate? Elites use Gematria, secrets in the code. Find out your archetype, let the truth unfold. Archetypes defined from NPCs to Neo. First players rise, let your true self show.